welcome to the Melanated World Network, produced by DM3 Entertainment.
Boxing. I'm your host, Abu Mariam, here to bring you the news of what's going on in the boxing world. So let's go.
What's up, world? I'm back with another video, and on this video here we about to talk about some boxing once again. Now, I was scrolling home, driving in my car, and I came across a YouTube video, listening to it, because that's what I do. I listen to boxing while I'm driving down the street, and this one YouTuber gets on there and starts talking about Gervonta Tank Davis and talking about how Devin don't want to fight him and he's scared. That's why he's running up to 140. I only got one thing to say when it comes to that.
Bullshit! Bullshit!
It's crazy how when Devin's knocking on his door telling him, come on, let's fight, even though we all know at 135 Devin Haney is now draining his body and he's losing the nutrients and he's losing the liquid around his brain to keep it covered, so when he gets hit with a shot he can recover quicker. But when you know that when there's no liquid there, the head is gonna bang against the skull and boom, night, you out of here. So why would Devin not be smart enough to say, I have gone the distance when it comes to this 135. I already had a fight with Loma, which where most people were saying that I lost and Loma got robbed. And the fact of the matter is, you know, this is what the people feel. This is what they think. This is their opinion. But I just got one thing to say. Rock, tell them.
It doesn't matter what you think!
That's right. That's your opinion. But it doesn't matter, because of the fact is that the ref was there. He did what he had to do. And the three judges, may they be corrupt or whatever, they said that Devin won. So it's on his record. He's the winner. Regardless how you feel about it, he won, and it's gonna be there until the day he retires. He beat Loma. If Loma didn't want to lose to Devin by any shiesty craziness, then he should have knocked him out. Bottom line. You know, Dana White tells the UFC fighters that all the time.
I haven't said this in a long time, so things must be better. Don't leave it in the hands of these judges.
If you don't want to leave it up to the judges, you gotta handle your business. You gotta knock them out or you gotta submit them. One of the two. And in boxing, there's no submission, so you gotta knock the man out. So Loma didn't knock out Haney, so he lost the fight because he left it up to the judges. Y'all might not like it. I understand that, but that's here nor there. What it is on the record now in the history books, Devin beat Loma. And there's always gonna be people out there that say Loma got robbed, but the history books, when we all dead and gone, and people watch that video and they see, it's gonna say Devin won. And people who rock with Devin, they gonna say he won. They gonna say it was a tough fight. Like me, I'm gonna say it was a tough fight. All I'm gonna say, it could have went either way, but Devin won. That's the bottom line. But let's get back to what this whole Tank Davis is the face of boxing. Tank Davis is no more the face of boxing than Buster Douglas was the face of boxing when he beat Mike Tyson. Just because you knock people out, just because the hood knows who you are, yes, I said the hood knows who you are, and a bunch of ratchet chicks that listen to Gorilla, Sexy Red, and artists like that, because they know who Tank is, that don't make him the face of boxing. What makes any boxer the face of boxing is when you can walk down the street and your average person who watch boxing knows your name. If I walk up to a random person and say, hey, do you know who Muhammad Ali is? Bam, they know who it is. Do you know who Floyd is? They know who he is. Do you know who Joshua is? You know who he is. In this day and time, Canelo, you know who he is. That's what makes you the face of boxing. Not your so-called, I sell tickets. Anybody that is somebody that's famous or has some type of buzz can sell tickets. And we need to get off of that. And I'm going to show you right here now when they compare Devin to Tank and they talk about how Tank is the face of boxing. I just Googled and I looked for their net worth, and this is what I found. Now what's crazy is here's Tank's first. And now I'm gonna give you Devin's. Now this is one of the only sites that I found where both of them were on their list to show you the difference in pay. A lot of the other sites, they had a whole bunch having to do with Devin. They had a whole bunch having to do with Tank. And it varied. But mostly every single time, Devin made more money than Tank. So when you talk about the cheddar, the Skrilla, the paper, Devin is making more money than Tank. So there's no need for him to be going around chasing Tank. The thing is, Tank only wants to fight people when it benefits him. When Devin is 135 pounds and drained, oh yeah, I will fight Devin. I'm gonna knock him out because he knows the science of it. The man is not at his fullest, so it's easier for me to knock him out. And it's the same thing he did to Ryan. He didn't let Ryan be at 140, but he let the other fighter be at 140 because he knew I gotta have some type of gimmick so I could have the odds on my side. And that's the same thing he did to Ryan, he wanted to do to Devin. But Devin and his father are too smart for that. And that's the most important reason that young men need to have their father in their life. Because they're not gonna let some slickster come and try to talk to him about fighting them, trying to bait him to catch a loss. But the thing is, people have to realize Devin and Tank will fight in the future. Devin and Shakur will fight in the future. Because if you do your research, all of these young men are still in their 20s, maybe late 20s, mid 20s, early 20s, but they're in their 20s. When you look at the great fighters, the four kings, you know, you talking about Hitman, you talking about Sugar Ray, you talking about Marvelous, you talk about Duran, all them cats was in their 30s when they fought. So the young men got time. So why are y'all rushing them? Why are you rushing Haney to be fighting everybody when he hasn't even developed himself fully as a fighter? When these cats are fully at their fighter, I believe Devin has the skills to win a fight. He may not be able to knock Tank out, or maybe not knock Shakur out, but as he gets stronger, inshallah he will. And that means, God willing, he will. get the opportunity, moving up to 140, to handle his business. And I'ma say like this, all the mess y'all talk about with Tank is not who y'all say he is. He got skills. I'm not gonna deny that because I am a boxing fan. Tank definitely has the skills, but he's too short to be dealing with a boxer who uses his brain, knowing how to fight from the outside, which Devin knows how to do, Shakur knows how to do. These are pure boxers we talking about. Do you think pure boxers are gonna fall for the okie doke like Mr. Goofball? I can't remember the kid's name. The dude that Tank knocked out, Rolly. You think they're gonna fight like Rolly did? No, they're too smart for that. And Tank knows that they're too smart for that, so he tries to catch them at their weakest. And everybody knows Devin is at his weakest at 135. He's a growing young man. Fight him at his strongest. And that's how I look at it. I'm gonna fight you, the best of you, so I don't have no excuses about why you lost. And that's why Terrence Crawford gets all the respect in the world, because he beat Spence at Spence's best. You got a bunch of people that's a bunch of excuse makers. Excuses are just for the weak and incompetent. You see, Spence took it like a man. I lost. He was the better man, and that's what it's supposed to be about. It's not supposed to be about anything else. So I'm gonna end this video by saying this: Tank, ain't nobody running from you, yo. Ain't nobody running from Shakur. Devin Haney is doing what he needs to do to make sure that he gives you a good fight as a fan, and he gives you a good fight as an opponent. Why you want your opponent to be weak? I don't know why. I want to fight you at your best. And I'm gonna tell you like this: if you don't fight a person, they still beat you. You want to be known as the best? Fight the best, beat the best, and then we will know that you're the best. But until then, you will always be second guessed, because people be second guessing themselves, saying, I think he would beat him. Leave no doubt in the world. Make them know that you're the best by stepping up and fighting everybody they say that can beat you. You need to line them up and knock them down. And if you don't do that, you never gonna hear on this channel that I'm gonna say you the best fighter if you ain't fight everybody you supposed to fight. So bottom line, Tank Davis, you alright. You're a good fighter. You beat me up, yeah, because I'm not a professional fighter. But when it comes to the elite fighters, I believe that you are. Tupac voice, tell him.
This nigga's scared.
Until you show me otherwise,
This nigga's scared.
that's how I'm going to believe. And yes, there's a lot of business involved in boxing now, but fighters, if they want to fight, they will fight. And that's what I'm going to say. Until next time, peace.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women. That is good. That is good.